Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends fan channel exclusive Deluxe Angel from, I believe it's Uncanny X-Men, right? Either way, this is brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro, and yes, another X-Men, because after X-Men 97, you're all X-Men cucks now, I see. So we just gotta have every fucking X-Men ever conceived, even if they were in a panel once or twice. That said, good old Angel here, to his credit, was not in a panel once or twice. He was in quite a lot of X-Men books back in the day, and happens to be one of my favorite X-Men characters. That said, I much prefer the Archangel to just regular Angel, the metal as fuck version of Angel, as I like to call him. And since we're on the topic of my favorite X-Men, if you are wondering, if I was to assemble an X-Men team, I would throw Wolverine, Beast, Colossus, Nightcrawler, this guy, obviously, Iceman, Psylocke, shout out to Evil Villain, and Storm, I think. That's a decent lineup, right? Did I say Nightcrawler? I think I did. Either way, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. I picked who I picked. If you don't like it, kiss my ass, because Cyclops, Jean Grey, overrated. I don't think Rogue and Gambit are bad, just not for me. And then Jubilee's a twat. So, moving on from all of that, cutting right to the chase, getting into the meat and taters of this review before I dig myself a deeper hole than I already have. In the way of accessories, Archangel does come with a pair of extra hands. These are open hands. These are also white open hands. These would come in handy. Haha, get it, because they're hands. With a character like Moon Knight. I believe they fit on the retro card Moon Knight, or the Walgreens exclusive Moon Knight. Getting a lot of hands for Moon Knight with figures that aren't Moon Knight lately. We got this guy, we got Despair, got quite a bit. And then we have this alt head, which I kind of prefer, the little nose thing on there. So we're going to actually take him, decapitate him. There's the head he comes packaged with. Say bye-bye to that. Because I like this alternate one better. With the big old kind of plate on his nose. Makes him look like a gladiator or something, you know? Kind of differentiates him from Gambit a little more, too, because he's got that same weird kind of neck headpiece thing going on. But as far as articulation on this guy goes, and yes, I know he's got two fucking pig holes on the back. We'll get to that. Be patient, damn it. As far as articulation goes, he's basically the Vulcan body without the butterfly joints. So you can hinge his head up all the way on that atrocious ass disc hinge, but I guess it's okay on him. He doesn't have a lollipop, at least. You can bury chin in his chest. He does have a fair amount of tilt, considering he doesn't have a gap on the back of his neck that I could shove my pinky finger through. He does rotate. Shoulders will go out past 90 quite a bit. It will rotate all the way around. And then he does have a butterfly, jeez, bicep swivel, which I did have to put some soap in on both sides, but they work fine now. He does have a double elbow. Ooh, caught on the camera there. He has a double elbow, pretty good crunch there. And he does have hinge swivel wrists. Crunch forward that much. Back that much without the wings. With the wings, he ain't going to be able to crunch that much, probably. Waist swivel works fine. It's a little wiggly, but not terrible. As far as the hips go, you can kick out. Not bad. Better than some Spider-Man, actually. That's a pretty decent kick out. Kick forward is fine. Kick back, he's got a little. He's got a thigh cut. I guess that's a little gummy, but what are you going to do? It's pretty thick peg in there, though, so you don't have to worry about that per se. Then he's got a double knee. These double knees are tight as fuck. I had to heat the shit out of those to get those to move. Like this guy and the Cyclops from the X-Men 97 wave, tight as fuck knees. Tight as fuck knees. That said, calf cut, very butter smooth out of the package. I'm very pleased with that because the Vulcan body has had overly tight calf cuts before, and this guy's I didn't have to lubricate at all. This one especially, so I am very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. As far as the feet go, he does have a hinge. Here we go. He's got a hinge with a rocker, and of course peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So very, very nice. The paint is clean. It's got nice white paint throughout. At least I think that's paint. It's pretty matte too. I like the matte finish as well. It makes it not look like a cheap crap toy. It makes it look like a nice toy, you know. But now we got the wing ports on the back, so I will stand him backwards. You can look at his angelic ass cheeks there for a minute. As we bring in the wings. So of course he's got two of them. If you got one, you got fucked. One aside. They do have hinges at the base. And then they can spread that far, giving him an impressive, almost Mecha-Goliath wingspan. So, all you gotta do is plug this in here, and it plugs in like a bath piece would. Essentially. And it's relatively easy. It's not the tightest fit ever, but it's not super incredibly loose. I will say the left one for me has a tendency to be a little tricky. There we go. Now we can bend his wings, pose them all kinds of ways. You can spread them out really far, like this, and like this. Have him be absolutely imposing with those things. Like, holy crap, those are big arse wings. Or you could simmer down a bit and fold the outer sections in and have enough wing to get by. I think that's good enough. I would have been happy if he just had the single segment, but the fact they give you the triple segment makes him all that much cooler. Gives you options. And of course these do rotate in the back. Not very tight, but not floppy loose either. But yeah. That said, I may even not have these plugged in all the way. Oh, that's in there. So yeah, they're just not the tightest things ever. But whatever, there are ways to fix that, I guess. Yours is floppy loose. But I like to display him when he's standing like this, because he takes up the least amount of real estate. That said, I'm hoping we do get an Archangel with these updated wing, or the updated wing tech, I should say. Because I think that's long overdue. So before we wrap this thing up, because as far as size comparisons go, it's a fucking Marvel Legends. If you don't know what Holiday is by now, what are we doing here? And not for nothing, it's the Vulcan body. So it's like the updated Bucky cap, and if you've had a Bucky cap, you know damn well how big that thing is. So that's what she said. Bringing in Brother Mandibulus. And okay, 11 Spawn. See, that Angel is getting bopped all over the place. Hold on, let me move them out a second. There you go. That works. You can see that Angel is shorter than these two by a significant margin, but he's not made to go with these. Damn it. So that makes sense, right? So that being said, I guess it is time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and aside from the fact that this is not the Archangel, my preferred version of this character, and maybe a bit of a lack in accessories, I don't think a flight stand would have been too much to ask for, considering this guy is $35. For those of you wondering, I'm using a McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse flight stand to keep him propped up for this section of the video. And it works pretty well, but, you know, wouldn't hurt to have gotten one with the figure, right? Again, only $35. What is that anyways? I have to tell you though, this is a pretty solid offering from Hasbro's Marvel Legends line. If you're a fan of X-Men, which I'm assuming all of you are because all of you are X-Men cucks, or if you just want a really decent Marvel Legends figure, then this is a really good one to have. I'm pleasantly surprised by how much I like this figure, despite the fact that, yeah, I would have rather have gotten the Archangel, and fingers crossed someday that happens. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.